super exciting out of Google Search Console. It appears that you can now connect your social profiles. Google themselves actually said, we're thrilled to introduce platform properties, a new Search Console property type to help site owners and creators understand how their social and video posts perform on Google Search and Discover. Now you can easily track which search terms lead people to your Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube content on search and see exactly how your audience is interacting with your posts. This is huge. I'm so excited about this update because I think that understanding the search terms that are being used to show your social profiles in traditional search has been this unlock that everybody's been waiting for. In fact, when Instagram and TikTok both launched creator insights where they had that search ability, you could see what keywords people were using, I actually thought that's what this was. I totally misunderstood that update. This is actually showing you outside of those interfaces, how are people finding you? And I cannot wait to play around with this.
It's exactly what we've been asking for a long time. So I'm super excited. I think TikTok is what I'm most excited about. I would love to understand how people are getting into TikTok and the search queries that are driving people there. I'd love to also look at different industries and see how that impacts, this experience, like restaurants versus, maybe FinServe or even property. I just think there's just a world of opportunity here. So I'm really excited to learn more, but I think it's, it kind of proves that the industry, both industries, search and social, are just heading in the right direction, and they're giving us what we want to know more about.
Is it fair to say that we could now place bets on whether brand engagement happens more on social in total, even in a search context, than it does on the brand website? The total amount of traffic driven to your social profiles is going to totally eclipse the traffic driven. I wonder if that ends up being true. But and then the other thing that I would observe about this is that it's a type of engagement metric that now creates kind of two areas to analyze the performance of your social. One is native to social itself, and the other is social within search. And I think some of the work that we've done, Casey, sorry to talk over you, but some of the work we've done, Casey, has on ROI reporting has suggested that the influence of social on search, just because search is so huge, may even be bigger than native social in terms of driving traffic to stores. And
you took the words out of my mouth. That is exactly what I was going to say. I feel like you and I have been having this conversation so much lately about, is the value of social more on the platforms themselves, or is the value of it broader than that? Is the bigger piece of the pie, does that happen when you're beyond those social platforms, when you branch out into the footprint that is traditional search? And to your point, I think this is an avenue to helping us determine if that's the case, because my money is on yes. When you think about the footprint that you have in traditional search and the visibility that you get versus kind of fighting for visibility in these social channels, it's a really big unlock to kind of proving that.
Mm-hmm. And I think
sorry, Mike. The Search Console connector only works one social profile at a time, I think. So that's we're always thinking multi-location. That's a challenge, I guess, for us.
Yeah,
that is a challenge. But I would say the fact that Google is releasing this feature almost supports the point that there's probably a lot of traffic coming from these channels.
Yep.
As we've discovered in talking with Google about things they're doing or not doing, if something isn't bringing a lot of traffic, they probably don't want to report on it.
They're not going to show it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.